feel like I kind of failed myself. I was going to come on here every day and video every day what I ate, what I weighed, and how many, and how many steps I took. I drank a whole bunch of water before. I haven't really done that, mainly because life just took like a total massive turn into chaos. If you're watching this right now, as in me, today, this week would mark the week after the week that we pulled out of Afghanistan as a country for the United States. I am feeling a little bit sad, actually, and embarrassed for the first time in my entire life to be an American. And also embarrassed because it looks like our state that I live in is going to be mandating vaccines. And you can tell I like work really hard at being healthy and making sure I'm at my ideal weight. It's been a lifelong journey for me. Since I was 12 is when I started really eating way too much, and then from the time I was like 20, I have been trying to work it. So it's been a 30-year work for me. So I do not take my health lightly, and I do not take things that threaten my health lightly. So let's get on with the week. I just wanted to, what is this? I have something. Okay, the reason I made that comment in the beginning is because I wanted you to know where I'm at, mentally, physically, emotionally, everything, where I'm at right now. And overall, I'm extremely happy with myself because even though I kind of went whoop, I learned a lot of really cool things about myself. So I'm going to do the whole week at once. I actually have to backtrack and do Saturday. So we're going to start with Saturday because that's actually my weekend. So Saturday I woke up, I was 134.4. I did 10,415 steps. It's really good on a day when my husband's home. We did a lot. It was our work day, so we did a lot of things around the property, which meant I had a meeting, we met with my father-in-law, we did a lot of just little piddly things around the house, getting them up, and we cut a humongous tree down in our neighbor's yard. So I still have to take care of all the branches. I just moved them up into my yard, and I made sure that they didn't see any of it, just, yeah. So what I ate was cheese and crackers and a smoothie, and I think we just had crackers for dinner. Oh, and 5 cookies. Oh, my father-in-law. Seriously. 5 cookies. 2 brown sugar cookies, 2 molasses spice cookies, and 1 oatmeal, like everything cookie. They were really good. He's a cookie baker. So he's trying all these new kinds. So I need to write 5 cookies down because let's be honest, I have to be honest with myself. I do not know how much water I drank, as in water. I do not know how much water I drank. There we go. Sunday, 135.9, 10,765 steps, which is really good. I had cheese and crackers again. Wow, that's a theme. And a smoothie. And Sunday, I cannot remember what I had for dinner. Oh well, I really messed up there. We had evening meeting, and then we had church, and well, we had church, and then we had an evening meeting. So we were kind of going back and forth, and it was a nice day. It was a beautiful day. You know, it was an old-fashioned day. You know, like in 2010 when you had no cares in the world, and or I think that would be 2006 when you had no cares in the world and life was like great, right? Monday was 134.6, 10,321 steps. I had 4 Triscuits, 1 smoothie. The smoothies are green smoothies. They have prebiotics, probiotics, tons of fruits, everything that you would need. My husband puts veggies in his. But I put a scoop of vegetable powder, like dried veggies, which is so I don't have to eat vegetables. No, I'm just kidding. I actually love vegetables. We had I had 2 ribs and a side of broccoli salad. And there you go. And I think Dad brought 2 cookies. I had 2 cookies. He brought 2. I need to change this because I put them on the wrong page. I did a lot of research that day, and I just kind of took it easy. That was my day to just whatever. At the very end of the day, I looked at my Fitbit because I have a Fitbit, and I'm like, I don't have 10,000 steps. Well, this is my day of rest. I don't need 10,000 steps, right? Because we all need a day of rest. Remember, you need a day of rest. And yeah, you kind of got up and was like, oh, no, I'm going to get it. Good for you. Like, really good for you for getting up and doing it and taking the steps. Right now, I have 5,033 steps, but we will see because I'm hoping to do another one of these videos at the end of the day. Tuesday, I weighed in at 133.9, which was really good because I was 134.6 the day before. 133.9 was good. You did good, right? You got right back on it. So you saw you had a little bit of up and you got right back on it. Most likely because I spent the whole entire week digging, like massively digging. I did 10,000, you did 10,955 steps. You had, let's see, a lot of your work that you did, I started a project. You started a project and you were working on installing bedside lamps and flea meds for the cats, and you made cornbread. When I'm in the kitchen, I never get a lot of steps. I buy bananas in bulk and then I freeze them. So you were chopping up bananas. You never get steps when you're chopping bananas, right? It was a lot of people would call it busy work, but it was necessary busy work to prepare things to make it easier for when you're preparing something. I also took care of the chickens, gave them water, took them feed down, and I poly coated the final coat on some shelving units that I had. I had 4, well, I made almond milk, and when I make almond milk, I now make cookies, which is almond peanut butter chocolate chip cookies. That's it. That's all that's in the recipe. So it's basically pure protein with about 12 chocolate chips in it. So I made almond cookies and I had 4. They only make like 8. I had 1 rib with broccoli salad, 10 crackers, and a smoothie. So there you go. That was pretty good. That was okay. The next day I was 130, which is Wednesday. I was 134.1, 11,372 steps. I did a lot of digging that day. I cooked up some rice and prepared it for the chickens. Dishes, mended pants, which you don't get steps when you mend pants. Like I have 3 pairs of jeans. You know the jeans I'm talking about. I know you do. And they keep getting holes in them. Yeah, especially when I'm digging and I take the pickaxe and I go, psh, and you hear your pants go, rip. I'm like not even overweight, but they are worn. These pants are old. My goal is by the time I'm done digging all these trenches and years down the road, I'm still going to be wearing these pants, but instead of actual jeans, they're just going to be one massive set of patches, and the patches are going to be holding the whole entire thing together. That's my goal. I think it would be fun. I did reassemble that whole shelf that I had poly coated the day before. So I got the 11,372. I had 20 crackers, a smoothie, a kind bar, which is kind of like nuts, a nut bar, and 1 rib and broccoli salad. Did you see what we make a big meal on the days that we're off, and then we kind of have it through the week. It's the best way. We're empty nesters. Being an empty nester is amazing. Sorry, kids. Sorry. It just is. So I was 11,372 steps. I do not have my steps for yesterday, which I know it was 15,000 something. Ooh, hold on. And I'm gonna have to splice these 2 together. Oh well. I was 134.9, not really happy with that. And I was 14,157 steps. I dug a ditch. I literally dug a ditch. I'm still digging the ditch. It's actually like 180 feet ditch that I have to dig, 1.5 feet down of pit rock. So right now I have, you need to know this, right? I want you to remember the pain that I had while I was digging the ditch. I just need you to remember that. This thing is my nemesis. I am right now in the big solid patch of rock solid rock, like rock. I go boom with the pickaxe really hard, like I'm swinging that puppy, and that puppy hits that rock, and little tiny pieces of debris go boop. My husband asked me how it was going, and I said, well, remember that rock you found when we were digging in that same area a couple years ago when you were like 5 feet away from it above ground? And he's like, yeah. And I said, oh, I ran into that rock. I know where it is down below the ground. And he's like, oh dear Lord, because he knows how hard it was. So 14,157 steps, most of it all from digging. I also kind of cleaned up the whole area and dug a trench because rain is coming and you may not be able to get out there and dig before the rain comes. And I don't want it to back up to the house. I want the water when it gets up, and it'll find the little channel canal that I built, and it'll go straight out to the street. I had crackers, cheese and crackers, and smoothies. I just sat down yesterday after digging that ditch. I literally 100% will tell you, I sat my butt down in this chair over here, like that chair right there, and I did nothing but munch on the box of crackers that was sitting there. There wasn't very many. It was like a fourth full, and I just ate them, mindlessly ate them. Why do you do that to yourself? Like, really, why do you do that to yourself? Anyways, I might have something enlightening to talk to you about next time, tomorrow, or yeah, tomorrow, maybe not, maybe whatever. But that's where I'm at right now. And that takes us into week 3. Yeah. Just be the best, healthiest person you can be, right? You don't have to strive for being like a supermodel. I don't want to be a supermodel. I just want to look in the mirror, and when I look at myself, and when I walk past and I see a glance of myself, I want to see a healthy version of myself. And that means I also have to practice loving myself. And everybody goes, oh, self-love, you shouldn't do that. Oh, my. We have to like ourselves. If we don't like what we see when we look in the mirror, if we haven't worked on our actual head, at the same time working on our heart, at the same time working on our body and what we put into our mouth, how are we ever going to win in this battle called life, right? So stop talking about, oh, it's so bad being, oh. No, I have to like who I see when I look in the mirror. And do you like me? Do you like me? Because you need to like me, because I'm trying really, really hard. And sometimes it just seems like the kitchen is way too easy to walk into. Sometimes you lay there and you're just trying to get your emails caught up, and all you can think about is the damn donut, right? That darn donut. Yesterday, I'm checking my email, and you know what I saw on the page? I'm reading my email, and on the bottom of the page is an ad for a donut. Like, swear to God, it's an ad for a donut. You want to know what I saw when I looked at the donut? It was actually an orange. Like, who does that? I actually was looking at an orange, but my brain thought it was a donut. Like, seriously? You're not gonna like today's, but it's not tonight, so I can't do it yet. Well, technically it is tonight, but it's not the time I usually do it. I'm just getting you all caught up so I can cross this off my list. You know, I have a list. Yeah, I have a list. And I can just cross it off. I'm gonna go do something fun. I'll talk to you guys later. Be kind to yourself, please. Be kind to yourself.